Hey there model railway lovers, and welcome along to another box opening and review video with me, Jennifer Kirk, on my channel here. And today we're going to go back again to a slightly older special commission, and it's one which I think is still available. I could be wrong on this, but it was from Frizinghall Model Railways, and they're in Frizinghall, which is just north of Bradford. This was commissioned a little while ago, and it's one of Bachmann's branch line TTA tank wagons, and we can see here it's in the slightly older style box. This commission was done a little while ago, so predates the red and blue boxes, and we can see on the end there we've got 37-575M is the catalogue number, and it's a 45-ton TTA tank wagon, Amoco, produced exclusively for Frizinghall Model Railways. So we're going to get this out of the box here now. And unlike some of the other limited editions that we've been reviewing, there's no limited edition certificate with these, although it will be a limited edition of 504 because that's pretty much the standard for Bachmann limited editions. Now this has been in the main range for a little while now, this type of wagon, and Bachmann have churned them out in quite a few different liveries. But this is one that's, I don't think that the main range has carried a livery quite like this. And I know there are some special commissions which have been just different running numbers or a factory weathering application to a livery that was already available in the main range. But this is a pristine finished wagon, and they're pretty good really just for giving a bit of variety to your tank wagon fleet. If you want to weather them, they're easy enough to weather, and you can really customise the finish on these, and tank wagons are quite good for that because you can really make them dirty and grimy, and by nature of the liquids that these carried in real life, you get an awful lot of muck sticking to them, and also deposits, and they just generally go quite manky, which in model form is actually brilliant because nothing looks better than a well expertly weathered wagon. But as I like to collect these things, I've kept this pretty much as pristine. We've got really neat application of all the little liveries, and also the hazard warning box, which gives the code for what it's actually carrying, and then it's got the flammable warning. I think this would have been used for probably something like diesel fuel. We've also got, I mean, I'm getting old, well not that old, but I'm getting old enough that my eyesight's not really what it used to be, and I'm struggling to read some of these little applications of writing. Something about Railcar Services Limited. However, in the close-ups we'll be able to see exactly what that says, and such is my confidence in the excellent nature of the Bachmann livery application. I can tell you now, before I've even seen those close-ups, that you will be able to read those perfectly, and they will be sharp as anything. It really is good, the level of detail that we're getting from ready-to-run wagons. We've got the tops panel as well, TTA, and then it gives you the empty weight, the tear weight, and also the maximum gross weight of the wagon. So obviously by taking one from the other you can work out exactly what the payload of this wagon is. And we've got its running number. It's prefaced with PR, and that would signify that it's actually owned by a leasing company, in this case Procor, who have their logo on the wagon as well, rather than British Railways. We've got the running number 58123 that is applied on both ends and both sides in a font which makes it look like it would have been applied with a stencil, which on the real wagon it would have been. We've got very fine walkways on the top and a representation of the checker plate, although this is a solid moulding, but it is a separately applied detail, and it actually looks pretty good. And now that's something which, if you apply a dirty wash and weather it, it will really bring out the detail in those walkways. And then we've got the access ladders on one end only. Underneath we've got a very basic representation of the air brake braking equipment and the underframe detail. The brake shoes line up with the wheels, which is something we've kind of come to expect now, but they didn't used to on models. And we've got the NEM swivel pockets for the coupling, so dead easy to change these out for something like KDs if you really want to. Now, even though it looks pretty bare underneath there, what I have to say is I don't care about that, and really most people don't care about the fact that when you turn it upside down you can't see the representation of the underframe, because quite frankly you're never going to see it, and I really do think that if you can't see it, it's a waste of money to model it, because all that would do is bump the price up. So there we have it, another limited edition commission from a retailer, and I do like to support retailers that have gone to some degree of risk to order up an entire production run. 504 wagons is actually quite a lot to have of exactly the same wagon to sell it, so really any shop that that goes to the risk of commissioning these should be supported. So I do try and buy quite a lot of these things to support the retailers in what can sometimes be quite challenging economic climates for them. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I hope it's been really informative to you as well. Don't forget to like this video, share it too, and also we look forward to reading some of your comments down below. And until next time, this is me, Jenny Kirk, saying take care of yourself and bye for now.